Dear friends, I am Parvinder from West Highlander and I welcome you all in this video about SDS and non-SDS application process for Canada study visa. In this video, I would be speaking about the process for both these visa categories as well as the success rate if you apply for your visa application under SDS category and the success rate if you apply your visa under non-SDS category. So friends, keep watching for complete information. In Canada, the applicants may apply for their study visa under two categories. The first one is SDS category and the second one is non-SDS or journal category. The application process for these two categories is different. There are certain requirements you need to meet as a part of a SDS process and the requirements for non-SDS process are different. So to be eligible to apply for your Canada study visa under SDS category, international applicants, they need to meet certain requirements. The first one is of English language. So you need to have a IELTS band score of 6 in each of the 4 modules of IELTS. This is the first requirement. The English test acceptable for SDS category is IELTS. So if you have IELTS test and in IELTS 6 in each of the 4 modules, then you may get your application processed under SDS category subject to fulfilling other requirements. The other requirements are the tuition fee. The students need to pay the tuition fee for 1 year if they would like their application to be considered under SDS category. If you pay your tuition fee for 1 semester, let's say 6 months, then your application would go under non-SDS category, that is journal category. This is the second requirement of tuition fee. The third requirement is of having a GIC certificate, that is Guaranteed Income Certificate of Canadian dollars 10,000. Students need to meet this requirement also. The fourth requirement is of having a upfront medical examination. So if you fulfill all these 4 requirements, your application would be considered under SDS category. That is, you must have a IELTS band score of 6 in each of the 4 modules, pay tuition fee for 1 year, have a GIC certificate of Canadian dollars 10,000 and have upfront medical. Once you meet this requirement, then you apply for your Canada student visa under SDS category. The second category is non-SDS category. So if you do not meet any of these 4 requirements, then your application would be considered under non-SDS category. So let's say that you have English language test IELTS, but in one module you have 5.5. So as you do not meet the requirement of having 6 in each of the 4 modules, the application would be under non-SDS. Let's say that you have PTE as your English language test. So in SDS category, the English language test acceptable is IELTS, not PTE. So your application would be under non-SDS. If you do not pay a tuition fee for full 1 year, let's say that you pay tuition fee for 6 months, then also your application would come under non-SDS category. If you do not have GIC of Canadian dollars 10,000, then also your application would be considered under non-SDS category. So if you do not meet the 4 requirements, the applications come under non-SDS category, and then there are certain financial requirements you need to meet. So students need to have funds for their entire course duration and cost of living. So let's compare the documentation required for SDS and non-SDS. In SDS, if you fulfill all the requirements, you do not need to have funds for the subsequent year of study. Let's say that you are going for a 2 years program. You have paid 1 year tuition fee, you have 1 year GIC certificate, IELTS 6 each and upfront medical, then you do not need to have funds of second year. But if the application is under non-SDS category, despite having paid for first year tuition fee and a GIC certificate of Canadian dollars 10,000, you need to have funds for the second year of your tuition fee and cost of living in Canada. So this is the basic difference between the 2 categories. Another common query we receive from students aspiring to study in Canada is about the success rate. Now here I would like to say that the success rate of your Canada study visa largely depends on factors like the right course selection, having the required English language ability. So if your application is not under SDS category, that doesn't mean it would be refused. So the success rate of the application largely depends on the course you have chosen for your further study in Canada. It must be a relevant progression of your current academic and any work experience history you may have. So let's say that you are an applicant who fulfills all the SDS requirements, but you do not choose a right course. If you do not choose a right course, that is your course selection is not appropriate, then there are chances that your application may not be successful. On the other hand, if your application is under non-SDS category, let's say that you are applying for your Canada study visa with a PT test score, and you choose a course which is a relevant progression of your past academics and any work experience history you may hold, there are very good chances that your application may be approved. So the success rate of your application depends on many factors. Friends, I hope you find this video useful. For any query you may have about your Canada student visa, please contact West Highlander. We are a team of experienced and expert counselors who can help you throughout the visa application process. Thank you.